Yes, and he needs to die.
It's not possible. There has to be someone who planted evidence. What happens now? He's only.
There's two types of people in this world. You've got monsters, you've got people who make mistakes.
If it's a murder, then it would be a monster, right?
Reaction real moments. Let's get into it. Before we get started, I'm gonna go ahead and set the tone. Today, we're gonna react to a video from Dr. Insanity. This video covers some very, very serious situations involving minors and life-changing situations. We're gonna go approach this video with an educational and an aware perspective, all right? Breaking down emotions, decision-making, and consequences, not just for reacting for entertainment, all right? The goal here is to understand what led up to this situation and how things can escalate and why communication environments and support systems matter the most, especially for these young people, all right? Without further ado, let's hop into this video, man. If you're new to the channel, man, like, follow, subscribe, your boy going live.
It's 2 a.m. in the small village of Fairfax, Ohio, and tonight, a 13-year-old boy decides this is the night he becomes a serial killer. For years, he's been obsessed with true crime content, and with his family preparing to move away the following week, he's finally ready to put everything he's learned into action. At 2:30 a.m., he slips out of his house and walks less than 10 feet to his neighbor's house next door. Once inside, the 13-year-old puts on a pair of gloves, something he learned on YouTube that would prevent him from leaving behind his DNA. He moves silently through the house before approaching the bedroom of an elderly woman. 2:40, he begins strangling her, but despite months of preparation, he quickly realizes this.
See? Where is his parents? Why is nobody looking for this man? Hey, bro, ain't you supposed to be at school? Why is this man able to just roam around? Like, see, when we was kids, you feel what I'm saying? Everybody knew where we were supposed to be at. Like, even our homeboys are not going to vouch for us if they knew that we wouldn't in a place where anybody's familiar. Now, my people that was from my neighborhood or my people, ain't nobody familiar. I'm just out there in the pride lands. I'm out there in the woods, past the lake and shit like that. Like, bro, I'm gone. I'm out there. You feel me? But that, you got to be responsible. You got to be able to bring your ass back home, bro. But see, these kids right here, these kids want to be going out, doing all types of little crazy shit, stabbing people, stabbing their neighbors, and doing all kinds of crazy shit. Man, what happened to the days of just going out, skipping school, playing video games? Playing Atari, playing Game Boy Advance or something like that, man. You skipping school, going to kill people, man. Y'all going crazy, bro. Y'all going crazy, man. These guns, these knives, put them away, man. Put them away, I tell you. Put them away.
Up, she fights back, punching and brutally scratching the boy's face. But just minutes later, the woman is dead. Killed.
See, right there, at that moment right there, that man should have just went. And I understand that whenever shock and confusion kicks in, I'll just go out the window. They go out the window. They don't understand what they got going on. And I feel that, it seems like this boy had a problem way before now. Should have went ahead and acknowledged it, nipped it in the bud, gave him some counseling, took him to a, psych ward or whatever the case may be. But y'all just let him roam around, kill birds, and pick up stray animals, getting ran, roadkill and shit like that. No red flags have been flashing in nobody's head because ain't nobody been paying attention, man. Keep your eyes on your kids, man. Pay attention to your kids, man. Pay attention to you motherfucker, man. Real, man. Someone be doing some crazy.
The hands of a little boy. At 3:15 a.m., he's back in his own bed. As if nothing ever happened, it's just past 11 a.m. on a Sunday. Many Fairfax residents are returning home from church when the Fairfax police receive a 911 call, unlike anything they've heard in years.
911, what's location of your emergency?
3919 Termania. I think my sister's might have been murdered. It might be some blood. I don't know.
Okay.
She did not respond when I yelled at her.
All right, sir. I have help coming out there for her, okay? That
Okay, thank you.
might want to refer for anything like that?
Absolutely nobody.
On the line.
Yeah, like I get that sometimes they be asking, like, do you know anybody that want to harm her? No, I don't. Oh, what am I gonna do? Oh, yeah, little Johnny next door, he used to kick down our freaking trash cans and shit like that. We ended up having to beat his ass a couple of days ago, but I don't really think little Johnny would have killed him. I don't think he would have did that. So I don't know why they ask these dumbass questions. Y'all just need to get somebody down. Get somebody down on the scene, see what the fuck going on.
61-year-old Daryl Tenpenny insisting his sister had been murdered, something almost unheard of in this area. Moments later, first responders arrive at the house, unaware they're not only walking into a carefully staged crime scene, but that the killer is still nearby. watching police's.
That boy was in A. That boy was inside. Oh, that boy cold, boy. Cold man, bro. Ain't no freaking way, man. He was right next door watching the police go in and out the house and shit like that. And see, he know. Look at him. Look at him. He's looking right over there. He knows somebody over there. He know. He probably seeing somebody like peeking through the blinds or something like that. Bro, no. He's smelling. Smelling the air. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, go ahead and get it out. We'll
He
do
smelling.
confidence and stuff here. Just confirmed. Hey, I don't know if I believe this is a murder. So, camera, it's always been on since I hit my wife's whole rigor. Try to
That's
touch
not
as
what he
least as you
said.
guys
He did
can.
not
Do what
say
you guys
right
gotta
here.
do.
He said right
now,
here.
I don't see blood.
Damn, sometimes.
Did he cover
They
her
just,
up?
they just blanked the whole.
I don't know.
Well, let me go. You want the honor?
See, this boy done went and caused a straight ruckus, bro. I'm telling you, that's why mentorships, parenting, school support, communication, community guidance, that shit matters, bro. It matters. One freaking conversation to change.
We have rigor.
On the bed lies 64-year-old Sheila Tenpenny, partially clothed and deceased for what appears to have been several hours. As officers continue to inspect the house, they notice nothing appears to be stolen, supporting their working theory that Sheila may have taken her own life. And with that assumption comes the first accidental success for the 13-year-old killer, convincing him he's already outsmarted the police. What officers spot next would flip this theory upside down.
It's just it's a female DOA under mania, just kind of odd, all over her face, and some chemical
Hair, blood and hair, and your finger.
blood splatter around the bed. The guy that found her said the door was open, and he told the squad that he thinks she was murdered.
So I don't see why.
See, if somebody is struggling, staying silent usually makes things worse. All right. So bro was probably silent. He probably wasn't even talking to nobody, probably being super passive and stuff like that. You feel what I'm saying? But talking things out, reaching out, getting help early to prevent situations from escalating like this. Feel what I'm saying? So what helps to get these kids some help when you see red flags? Let's continue.
You sure? So that might not be, stuff police work. I don't need to overstep.
No, you're good. Yeah.
While the blood and hair beneath Sheila's fingernails certainly raised suspicions, investigators still refuse to rule out the possibility of this being self-inflicted.
Is a sandbox and
My
RPG
bad.
in which you write your own story instead of
But before they send Sheila's body for autopsy, there's still something that doesn't sit right with them. They're baffled by how certain the victim's brother, Daryl, seemed that his sister had been assaulted before paramedics had even suggested that possibility. And with that statement alone, he has unknowingly made himself their first suspect. So they decide to ask him a few questions.
How you doing, sir?
All right, y'all. And also too, I'm gonna also go ahead and put this short on the stream. I mean, on the channel as well. All right, chat. Real question, man. What do you think is the biggest factor that led to this situation? Situations like this. All right. Is it the environment? Is it choices, the peer pressure, or is it lack of guidance? Leave your comments in the comments below. All right. Let's continue.
I'm Officer Moore, Fairfax Police Department. When's the last time do you know yesterday? Do you know what time about, or did you talk to her or see her?
I see her, and actually, 7:09 p.m. is the last message I got from her.
Was there anything? Was she struggling with anything? I mean, mentally, physically?
No.
Nothing at all.
She's pretty.
Okay, so you made a comment to these guys when they first got here that you thought, like,
She's laying on the bed with her legs spread, and it looked like there was blood, and her head had stuff on top of it, like someone tried to smother her, and she just looked like they ripped her thing open. And I yelled at her, and I didn't see no movement from her whatsoever. I just turned around and walked out. I don't like it.
Interestingly, Daryl never mentions performing CPR. And while police now know it likely wouldn't have saved Sheila, that's not something Daryl would have known for sure. And right here comes the second lucky break for the teen killer. Because every good murder needs a fall guy. And the police have just taken the bait with Daryl. Shortly afterwards, Daryl's interview wraps up, the scene is secured, and officers return to the station to await the autopsy
he knows
results.
a little too much,
But as
too early.
investigators leave the house, they would overlook a crucial piece of evidence. Lying beneath Sheila Tenpenny's body was a men's wristwatch, a seemingly insignificant detail that would later become one of the key pieces of evidence.
And see, I'm pretty sure this boy was already getting in trouble way down the line before this even happened. So that's the reason why understanding consequences, recognizing warning signs, and making better decisions moving forward is a real takeaway here. Like, it's a real takeaway. Like, they totally missed that part, bro. They totally missed that part. They didn't teach him absolutely anything, responsibility, consequences, anything like that. So he really feeling like this shit is unreal. None of this shit's real, you know. Got to teach some kids, man.
It was to solve the entire case. 1 week passes, and then comes the update investigators have been waiting for. The forensic and DNA results arrive, completely overturning their initial assumptions. Investigators determined that Sheila Tenpenny had suffered blunt force trauma to the head and neck before ultimately being strangled to death. But they also confirmed something crucial. Sheila had managed to fight back. On her hands and beneath her fingernails are traces of blood and tufts of hair, DNA belonging to an unknown male. With these disturbing findings,
man, she said she wasn't going out without no fight. Goddamn, hell no. Shoot, hey, man, everybody deserves a honest chance of living without having to worry about nobody assaulting them, robbing them, and treating them like dirt. All of that shit. But man, we live in a very crazy world out here. You feel me? So, gotta learn to protect yourself. So she was doing the daggone thing, man. She was fighting for her life. And I'm sorry, R.I.P. I'm sorry that it ended up, ending tragically. But hey, man, you gotta fight, bro. Gotta fight, even if the odds are against you. You gotta fight, man.
So early Monday morning, officers returned to the neighborhood, going door to door in search of anyone Sheila may have wronged.
They gonna
and anyone
find
with fresh defensive wounds. But in reality, the detectives couldn't be more off track. While the young killer quietly brags about the murder online, growing more confident by the hour, knowing the victim had absolutely no enemies. And as police begin surveying the neighborhood, they have no idea which interaction will bring them face to face with Sheila's killer.
They over there checking the folks mail and everything, boy. They gonna find you, bro.
Everything.
They gonna find exactly who they need
Anybody
to.
we talk to, as long as you're willing.
When they
Thank
need
you
to
very
find
much.
you.
And then how about your hand? Just let me double check your hands. I know you work with them on the other side.
Yeah, that's great. I can't believe they haven't got a lead or anything.
There's a lot going on, I'll say. So this is just part of the process.
Here's my card before I forget, in case you have anything else or need to reach out. My email and phone number.
They don't know what to think about, old dude.
Find that fool. Yes, and he needs to die.
Find that folks.
I wish we did that more often,
Find
to be
that
honest
folks.
with you.
Yeah,
So
I mean, if it gets out, he's going to do it again. You can't
yeah,
cure
don't
that.
fix that. Yeah,
You don't fix that.
I agree.
True.
Okay, you're good there. I'm gonna come up here. See, I know this is a pain in the ass, man, but I definitely appreciate it.
So you guys think this is a random thing? Or?
I want to say no. I do.
Well,
But
from what I've heard, a guy down in that new house over there and a couple others, I've been out here having my cigarette.
What you got to tell you, huh?
We're going to arrest him in a couple, 3 days. I'm like, what?
I think the brother did it. Huh?
Yeah.
Why?
What did he say that?
I,
Bro felt like he felt like he was gonna get arrested, man. He already was speculating. He was already saying, he was already self-incriminating himself. He was already doing it, mentioning it. Could not even keep it to himself. That's the problem with a lot of these criminals, man. You can be a criminal. You can do all you want to, the free world. But they always gotta tell because they can't hold it in. They gotta tell somebody. It's just too much. It's like a big secret. A humongous secret that they just absolutely have to tell somebody. So eventually, either they're gonna tell a friend, the friend gonna adjudicate them, or they're gonna tell the police because they just can't keep it to themselves anymore. Guilt is a drug, bro. Guilt is a drug. It will make you do anything it wants you to do. Guilt, I'm telling you. Now, if you don't got guilt, something wrong with you. Some goddamn help. Everybody feel guilt. Feel guilty about the smallest things. Feel guilty about when I had to whoop my kid's ass because he acting bad. Guilt's a hell of a drug. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes there's certain individuals in this world, they don't feel guilt. They don't feel none of that. It's like excitement to them. Feel me? Like a high. Got to be careful with those individuals. Make sure you go get those people help. Get them some help now. There's flags. Find them all around their ass. Better be able to catch yours. And your time come. If you don't, you'll get your ass. Your ass gonna be on the first one.
that's like Galatian right on.
People keep asking,
Oh,
how do we
goddamn
actually
ass.
get an AI agent on our team? Well, it's easy. Watch how I do it in
After speaking with more than a dozen people, officers uncover a major new rumor. Many in the village suspect Sheila's own brother, Daryl, is responsible. With this as their only real lead, another team of officers led by Special Agent Richard Ward makes a surprise visit to Daryl's house.
And see, that makes perfect sense because somebody, I don't think these kids would have just rolled up on her and did that unless they had like some type of situation with her. You know, they argued with her, or, you know, they was riding their bicycles and she was getting, you know, pissed off because they was riding in her yard or something like that. They wouldn't do that unless it was something like that to where they can tie, you know, an angry, you know, scenario or situation to her. You know, they don't like her. That's not what happened. You feel me? So I honestly, I would be surprised if the brother is not involved. And he was probably like, "Oh yeah, you know, I got to knock my sister off." We gonna see, man. I'm not gonna make no uneducated hypothesis, but I feel like that might be a situation. He might have done set his sister up. Let's see.
Than a mile away. And for the actual killer, the plan appears to be working even better than he imagined. Suspicion has successfully shifted onto Sheila's own family member, pulling detectives completely off his trail as they begin focusing in on Daryl. For now, though, officers have just arrived at Daryl's house, where it would soon become clear just how lucky the kid got and why Daryl makes the perfect fall guy.
I'm still getting big with my mother, and I have not figured anything out. And now that we're to deal with. Well, you are.
Gotta watch them behaviors. Gotta watch those behaviors, bro. He said he just lost his mom. Let's see. We might need to go and do an investigation on him as far as, you know, the mom situation too as well. If we find out that he might have something to do with his sister, bro, for real, bro. Too many people dying around him, and he just like, let's go figure it. You know, hey, Jay Moore's on the job, man. Let's get it.
Yeah. All these go right here. All these boxes. Where do you hang out at? Huh? Hey,
Yeah.
I need to ask you a favor. Just
Whoa. Why does she have so much stuff in her house, bro? Y'all don't even have a kitchen, dog. What y'all in here making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches all the damn time? Because ain't nobody ain't cooking shit in this motherfucker. A bitch ass thing. As soon as you cook something, house fire. Guaranteed. 110%, bro. There's a 99.9% chance you're going to have a house fire in that motherfucker. I'm pretty sure it's like a rain jacket. Or look, I see the little boxes and shit like that from down in Dollar General with dang on heaters in it, little space heaters and shit. Mm-hmm. I see this shit right there. That shit's flammable as fuck. I know. I burned it one time. Being a dumbass, smoking a cigarette, being a dumb. Anyway, clean that shit up. All this shit's a hazard. Probably hazard.
I need to do one more thing. Could you just show me your shirt, underneath your shirt? If you don't, I just want to make sure. I want to satisfy myself. I don't think you'd ever hurt.
I ain't had to say it like that, bro. I need to satisfy myself. Come on, bro. You the police, man. You don't need to be satisfying absolutely anything besides what you trying to investigate. You want to satisfy yourself? What are you satisfying? What exactly are you satisfying? Don't be satisfying nothing on me. I'm trying to get y'all in and get y'all out. There's a lot of shit around here. Got a lot of stuff to do. Man, get off that man case. And hey, I was on the side at first. Now they got him open up his shirt and shit. Hey, I want to satisfy myself. Don't be satisfied shit on him. Don't put nothing on me. Satisfy yourself in the damn toilet. God, he did that one. She would. I'm be like, bro, how much fuck out of this nigga? Look. Got him taking his shirt off and shit.
They won't release the body yet. I don't know. Nobody's.
But still, no scratches. And so the
Now I understand that everybody doesn't have time to clean up their house. So I know everybody's situation as far as cleanliness is a little bit more flexible than others. I get that. But this shit right here, living in this straight fucking safari of books and paper, this fucking library of clutter, that shit ain't fun, bro. That shit is a hazard, bro. I'm telling you, dog. I'm telling you, especially if you smoke cigarettes or you smoke a blunt or something like that. You know, excuse my French. I don't want to get my video blocked or anything like that. But you smoking some gas or something like that, and you turn around and forget, bro, this house is going up in flames. For real. The whole house. The first time. You feel me? Like, this is wild, man. I can't stand no shit like that, bro. Where you just gotta constantly walk over stacks of paper and books and shit. Oh, bro. House don't gotta be perfectly clean. But at least to the point where as people can like traverse the landscape. Feel me? God damn. Goddamn. Fucking book safari. I can't stand like that. I live like that. Can't do it. I can't do it.
investigation takes a step back. There is seemingly no one they can tie to the murder. No enemies, no leads, Nothing. But that's because they're looking at this crime completely the wrong way.
Damn, goddamn ass again.
With the investigation at a standstill, officers canvassing the area continue knocking on doors until they reach the neighbor directly across the street, just 50 feet from the victim's home. It's one of the homes where no one answered earlier, and as they approach the front door, the homeowner, Rebecca, steps outside, unaware that in the next few minutes, her life is about to be turned upside down.
So I don't know
Goddamn
when
criminal.
it actually happened. I know that we saw like the trucks on or cars or whatever on Sunday. So and actually Sunday morning at like 6 a.m. We had to run to the ER because my son, the cat, I guess, was sleeping on his face, and they startled each other in the dark.
That's what they was looking
Scratched him,
for.
and so we were.
That's what they were looking for.
Is he okay?
Yeah, he's fine.
Okay.
It wasn't a big deal, but it was just like traumatizing, and I was like, "Everybody get in the car."
That
Just a
is
few
literally
feet
the
away.
evidence that they were looking for on everybody else. They were looking for the individual that potentially might have had scratches on them because of the blood DNA that was found under their nails. And now we have gotten a free pass, and the mom has told us that the son went to the doctor because of a ass scratch. But you went to the doctor though, right? You went to the doctor. So evidently it was deep enough for him to get emergency attention. Let's see how this progressed, man. This is looking real bad for old boy, bro, man. It's looking terrible.
A 13-year-old Levi Cart looks through the living room window and notices his mother speaking with police officers. Panicking, he pauses the YouTube video he was watching, runs up to his room, and locks the door. Back outside, officers begin piecing things together. The boy with fresh scratches across his body could very well be tied.
And upstairs to his room and locked his door. Dog, that's what I'm saying, bro. This boy has a problem. He thinks that running to his room is going to save him, but guarantee the police, when they come through your house and they got a search warrant and they're looking for your ass is grass, your ass is going out the door to run the show. You are the NPC in this situation, bro. Main character. They coming to get you. Guaranteed what these boys thought that they was going to accomplish with this situation, but they damn sure got themselves into, in fact, a situation.
Will defy their expectations. But before we get to that, it's worth noting that covering stories like this, you've realized just how much people are forced to carry. Fear, trauma, even the day-to-day burden of surviving. And sometimes that weight shows up in other ways too, like debt. Do you feel crushed by debt? Those high-interest loans that been keeping you up at night, but in as little or extra clue as your credit loan, putting you better business. With that said, let's get back to the scene, where detectives are about to go inside Rebecca's house. Unknown to them, what they're about to find inside will be nothing like they expect.
Do you care if we come in or you want them to come? Okay.
The only reason we're outside is because William goes out. All right, I did have 2 cats though, so come on in. Hey guys.
For one to come see you, bro. They coming to see you. They not finna bring you no snacks. When the police coming through that door, bro already been watching them the whole entire situation. He been watching them out the window. He been watching them every situation that's going on around that house. I'm pretty sure that boy been looking. He been looking, guaranteed that he just been waiting for that time for himself to shine. They coming to your door, bro. They coming to your door, and you better have some real Edgar Allan Poe shit to say, bro. I promise you, man, because it's going to look really, really carved on your tombstone, G, man. It's going to look real bad. Let's go.
Yeah. You are talking, everybody. And I just say bye. Can I talk to you? Do you want to check in the living room or do you want to check in your room? There are 2 people here. That's without something earlier this week.
I know. What game are you playing over there?
Yeah, he is.
Dexter?
Oh, he's cab cutting.
Oh, editing.
Oh, hi.
Now you are Hunter.
Do you want to sit down?
Yeah.
Naturally, this is not the suspects the detectives were hoping to see, as 13-year-old Hunter Cart enters the room. Realizing they may have jumped to conclusions, the detectives still begin to question the boy. Perhaps he knows something after all.
With your criminal investigation, and we're just talking to people to see if they might have heard or seen anything unusual that happened over the weekend.
He knows, bro. That bro probably been looking out the window all damn week. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which will be there.
Yeah.
My brother got into an injury. He had to go to the ER. I got really
Okay.
sick and started vomiting and stuff. So
That
that
getting better?
a lot better.
That's good.
That whole day was just kind of a blur.
You know what also makes you vomit? Yeah, y'all know what also makes you vomit. Hold on.
I remember it must have like
Y'all also know what makes you vomit, right? Out there on a lot of people. That makes you vomit. Makes you sick to your stomach. There's the logic. So we got the scratches, we got the vomit, but probably ain't found no vomit because he probably vomited after the fact, after they came back to the house. You know what I'm saying? So looking bad, man. Looking real bad for these boys, man. So both of them involved.
is really, really brought up.
Although Hunter is unable to provide any new details, he seems fairly cooperative and willing to help. His twin brother Levi, on the other hand, is still in his room, refusing to come out. Earlier, their mother had mentioned Levi was editing Dexter, a crime drama centered around a vigilante serial killer, a show both detectives are all too familiar with. And it's here the detectives would begin to realize their initial hunch about Rebecca's sons may not have been a coincidence after all.
Bro, Dexter, the serial killer, yo. Your kid is in here editing Dexter, and I'm thinking you talking about like Jack and Dexter off of PlayStation 2, the game or something like that. You're talking about the TV show. This wasn't a red flag to you? And I'm not saying that every kid that's interested in how to get away with murder is a serial killer or nothing like that. No, but come on, man. If you already know that your kids have a disability per se, feel what I'm saying? Or if you also notice that your kid is highly influential, like he's influenced easily from other individuals, that will be a problem. Definitely become a problem. You feel what I'm saying? Because then you have to monitor what exactly he is watching, what he's learning from, who he's learning from, etc. Feel me? Got to pay extra attention, man, and just let them sit in those rooms and lock them doors and thinking that they in there making good choices. You're gonna be curious. We all have. But we all have, jumped that curious bridge of uncertainty. You feel me? We all have done it. But at the same time, make sure that your kids are traversing in that world of the unknown properly. Don't allow them to learn from other individuals that don't know anything about it or may get them to a situation that they can't get themselves out of. Let's continue.
It's usually never quick, but that's actually
Hey, Louis.
pretty quick.
Hello.
How are you?
Lois,
you're coming on.
What you editing?
Is editing Dexter. Sometimes I edit,
Yeah.
but
He likes to make videos.
Okay,
Yeah.
next.
nice.
Yeah.
You know,
Is that the cat that got you there on the nose?
I don't know.
Lois
How,
Pesslin.
just
Oh, that's
we
man.
both
Good.
startled each other. So my bed was right there,
Yeah, his bed was out here.
and
So
all
yeah.
like rough.
Oh, okay.
So we've been knowing for a while that we needed to that we got the nail. Fucking saying that for
I know.
time.
No, fulfill people when I sweat.
So us moving, I mean, everybody knows that cats just are awkward. So us moving, Marshmallow being weird because we're moving, and
Is Marshmallow the cat?
yes, and
Oh my God.
we had a like a play set for them, and
For some reason, I feel like
so that's also probably another thing. So yeah, me and him just randomly saw each other.
I call myself having a book. But anyway, he feels that he's convincing, but he's not understanding that he just jumped into a conversation immediately. It's kind of awkward that he just hopped into, going and explaining himself about this situation. Because I'm pretty sure that he knows a little bit more than he does. He likes to talk. Well, he's a rambler. Likes to run that little trapezoid. But once we start getting to the tough questions, well, bro, it's gonna break like a cookie.
He scraped me on the neck. I'm not sure if you can
But
see.
Where else?
He doesn't.
He
He don't understand that he jumped into this situation kind of how can I say it? He basically, it's kind of like if you were listening to a conversation before you even was a part of the conversation and then you just like immediately came in. That's basically what he kind of did because they were talking about the cat situation way before he even entered the room with it. He just like went straight to it, straight explaining himself, all the situation about the scratches. But he knows exactly how he got. Let's see if he digs to his grave or if he saves the day.
kind of scraped me on my face a little bit,
5.
and then mainly my nose. And I was trying to see I was
Yeah.
trying to stitch myself up.
Yeah, the 5 stitches.
It was pretty deep. Pretty deep.
It hurt.
This one deal pays for tonight's electricity and water.
Baby, I'm sorry.
My
I'll try
lord,
harder.
bro. We need to be investigated.
went back
Shoot, on top of this situation as well. Shoot, these people that's creating these weird ass damn games and these commercials and shit like that. Like these games are not for children anymore. Like your commercial is immediately a girl with her boobs out and boobs jiggling and all that good shit. Like all that splash of sexuality all on these games, bro. Stop doing that shit, man. That's just creepo, deepo bullshit for real, dog. But let's continue, man. That's not even talking about another dang on trading boy. You know, I like to add that in. Like, if you're gonna promote a game so that everybody, the whole family can play. I promote these weird ass freaking, I'm a 40-year-old lonely man. I ain't got no girlfriend, but I love to play games. Simulation bullshit. Like, we don't need that. We don't need that. Don't nobody want that shit.
house after we got out of the doctor, and that's when we saw the ambulance. I don't know. A lot of it's a blur because I tried to clean myself up, so I was distracted in the shower.
So a cat scratch is a blur. It was only a cat scratch. Good Lord, have mercy. It was just a cat scratch. Like, what's so important about this cat scratch if it was just a cat scratch? It was not a cat scratch. It was a...
Interestingly, both brothers used the same word, blur, when recalling the incident. And while traumatic events, even something like death of a neighbor, can affect memory, what catches officers' attention far more is the way Levi seems to over-explain what happened.
See, what I tell you, see, he immediately came into this situation just over-explaining things like he was listening around the corner somewhere. Like he was already, like he just hopped right into, like if he was having a conversation with him before he came around the corner. Like shit, like they know, bro. They peep shit. They watch shit. They watch behaviors. They watch how strange things feel. They feel the energies, all that, all of it. They see all of it. Even when the kids have a disability and they're still innocent, they still have a sense of innocence in their behavior, you know, without even noticing that they do. Versus people that are guilty, they have a sense of guilty behavior in the things that they do. Might twist the eye. They might say too many times. That's guilty behavior. That is all guilty behavior. You know, even though, you know, sometimes people say because they're nervous, and I get that. So don't just tie that directly by itself with guilty behavior. But in addition to the not really, you know, the uncertainty, not really being able to convey what exactly they're trying to explain, you know, like say, for instance, if the police ask you, hey, where were you last night? It's literally just like last night. And you really just can't tell anybody what you were doing, where you were, if there was some individuals that be able to advocate for you being in that certain place. You don't have none of that information. That immediately adjudicates you. Immediately. They watching everything that you do. Because that information right there, that's base information. Base. And even if you was out there sleeping with somebody's wife, dog, and you know that it don't have nothing to do with no murder, generally smart people would just be like, I was at the 7-Eleven down the street with a good little piece of ass named Daniel. Jesus, something good, very good 2 shoes. He been on 25th and 66. Still, check the cameras. Go check the cameras. And then they check the cameras and seen that you over there smacking the ass and shit like that before y'all went upstairs. There's your alibi. They ain't even gonna rat you out because you ain't had nothing to do with you. Obviously couldn't have had nothing to do with it. You was out there getting your piece of ass smash, and they had nothing to do but grabbing ass. Ain't doing. That's it. That's all you need. But when you don't have that information, and especially if you a rambler and you just like you over explain shit, and then when you get to the police station and then you like, that's going to jail. Going to jail. You're going to get it. Guaranteed going to jail. They gonna go ahead and book you. Cut your hair off. Book them, Dano.
Deep scratches came from a fight with a house cat, something officers find difficult to believe given the severity of the wounds. So, with this in mind, detectives believe that despite their young age, the brothers have given them enough.
And then see how he immediately tries to go and involve his dad by saying, oh, everybody was there. They was there whenever this cat scratched me. Woo-de-woo-de-woo. We see you, bro. We see what you're trying to do, bro. It's not going to work for you, bro. It's not going to work in your favor, dog. I swear to God, it's not going to work.
probable cause to take the next step. The detectives ask to speak with Rebecca outside for a moment, where they request permission to collect DNA from both of her sons. Without much hesitation, she agrees. But when the three of them return, one of the brothers would have a very different reaction to being tested.
Do you mind if I come? I can explain it to you.
Yeah. So he's feeling a little funny.
Yeah, I feel like I've been to enough doctors recently. I want to.
So have you seen any like crime shows or anything? You know, when we kind of do our job, the medical stuff's a little different than the law enforcement stuff. But I don't know if she explained to you, but we're just gonna swab your cheek, and it's not gonna go into the database.
Bro think this is a damn TV show. He think that he can just be like, no, I don't think I want you guys to have my DNA. That's not going to work. This is real life. These people will find ways to get that DNA if that is what their job consists of. If you're the person that they're looking for, they're going to get you some type of way. You might not know. It might not be today. It might not be tomorrow. But their job specifically is to get your ass incarcerated, in jail, in the box, under the jail, damn near hell. That's their job to do. That's their job. All right. So you can play that game all you want to, especially with your young mind. You'll really know what tricks these people have up their sleeve to get that shit up out you. Well, let's continue.
Or anything, but we're going to compare it against that we have. That makes sense. And it will take 2 seconds.
Come on, Nick.
Do I have to do it?
You don't have to do anything, but obviously we're asking everybody on the street, and it would be super helpful if you could.
All right.
And you're Levi, right? Or you go Lewis? Lewis? Okay.
Name you.
So it'd be easier if you sit down for your legs.
I don't have to do it first.
I can do it.
I have one.
You're making him go in the hot seat?
I can be the guinea pig too. It's
Look,
okay.
look, they making a joke out of it. They think this shit a joke. They think this thing a game. They think this is a game. This ain't no damn game. Your ass is going to damn jail. See?
The detectives proceed to take
If you notice, you see how you see what kind of setup they got? They kind of got a setup kind of similar to mine. But that's what they do. They be on the internet. They get all types of negative influences that come through the internet. You know, strange influences, not just negative, but strange. You know, all these videos with all this flashing and all of these different imageries and stuff like that they got going on, and finding different ways to scientifically fuck your kid up with just information without even like directly telling them, like not necessarily like being, you know, showing you some videos of people dying, but like showing you videos of certain things that might, you know, mess with your psyche type situation. You feel me? I don't like that. It's like skibbity toilet, like things that just straight brain rot bullshit. I just can't stand that shit, man. I don't care too much for that. You feel me? So when it comes to my kids, they might watch a little bit of everything educational. You know, they didn't watch too much, you know, Coco Melon or nothing like that. Gracie's Corner, of course, because Gracie Corner, they be having them beats, and they be having the educational, you know, learning stuff too as well. But they be having them beats. So shouts out to all them folks that got them kids, man. They be watching Gracie's Corner, man. But yeah, man, these kids right here, these kids ain't watching no Gracie's Corner when they was growing up. They was too busy watching Skibbity Toilet, being on Roblox, talking to freaking pedos and crazy folks. For real. There's something wrong with these boys, man. Something wrong with these kids. I'm telling you. Something wrong with me. But when it comes to my kids, man, shit, I don't play about my boys, man. Do I play? Do they play? Do I play? You're like, hell no. Dude. And he my youngest. You feel me? I got older kids as well. My son, he in his 20s. My daughter, she's 16 years old. You feel what I'm saying? And then I got an 18-year-old, another 20. Man, I got kids, bro. My kids ain't out here doing this shit. Even if they not sitting in my face, you know, ask me a whole bunch of questions and shit like that, being all, you know, annoying and shit like that. Even if they not in my face, they still know how to act in every different place. Let's continue through the video, man. Real, man. Get a hold of y'all kids, man. Get a hold of your kids, man.
From both brothers, though Hunter and Rebecca are clearly far more willing to cooperate than. But what one of the brothers doesn't seem to realize is that the more he talks, the more the Cart brothers begin to look less like witnesses and more like suspects.
Back was just from. Yeah, it's my.
Oh, let's see.
Oh yeah, you could show them.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's be mentally evasive. Yeah.
See what I tell you, bro? They just straight adjudicating themselves consistently as a team. Tag teaming the adjudication. Tag teaming. Here you go. Here's a little bit of information about you. Here's a little information about him. Then we're doing that. You feel me? Like, what the fuck? Like, come on, man. Bro, y'all finna go to jail. And trust me, let me tell y'all something. I see a lot of people doing reaction videos and a lot of storytelling and stuff like that on YouTube and everything. Nigga, there is a place for little kids to go. There's a little place for you to go when you get into fights, and there's some serious fights, and you end up beating somebody's ass, and there's another place for you to go when you go and fucking kill somebody. There's a place. There's a place at the big place. There is. I don't know why anybody's ever, bro, YDC, you got RYDC, you got YDC, and then you got straight prison inside of a prison. It exists. It do. For real. Those are not gonna let y'all just run around and do all these fucking serious crimes and shit and just let y'all get away with it all because y'all underage. That don't mean shit. That just mean that you got enough time, you got a lot of time to learn and get your shit together. But if you make a bad enough choice, bitch, you ain't gonna have nothing. You have no time to learn shit. Learn how to roll and fold and fold the tissue and roll that bed up and make sure that your box clean and make sure that you ain't in nobody's room. Type shit. That's the only thing that you're gonna be having to worry about. That's it. For real. Get shit together. They think this is a goddamn joke. Okay, all right. You're gonna be in somebody's booty band. Go ahead. Okay. Okay.
Without your permission.
All right. I'm gonna play that motherfucker.
How do you feel about Stevenson? It's where they go in and they test the route that links to your like.
What do you guys suspect or what do you guys know about what happened?
Well, I can tell you this. It shouldn't have happened. But we need to figure out why it happened. So, hopefully we can keep it from happening again.
Goddamn right.
I hate to miss some evidence. And if people watch any TV, we don't want to be those
They
guys
got
that
Netflix, they got Roku, they watch plenty of TV around that motherfucker watching Dexter and shit like that shit. What these kids even know about Dexter? That's like a Gen Z watching Jag or some shit like that. Like some shit or Martin, even though Martin is very hey now. Hey. I ain't saying, but it's saying like Dexter is not a new TV show, the old TV show. So you got your kids out here watching DVDs or watching old videos, DVDs, movies, whatever the case may be, or this TV show about a serial killer. That wasn't a red flag in no type of way. That wasn't a red flag. That didn't tell anybody anything. That didn't say, hey man, these kids might have some issues. That didn't say nothing. That didn't tell them anything. Okay, well, the baby has spoken. Said, hey, don't know shit. Let's get through this thing, man. Let's go. Yeah. Get excited. Getting kind of deranged.
I would say
I ain't gonna lie, it's a little bit deranged.
a lot about
Deranged.
He wants to go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Well, recruitment
Yeah.
is always there. Everybody's looking for it.
I mean,
Those are hard spots to
my
fill it.
disability, I don't get.
There's a spot for everybody, in my opinion.
Me and most about this
Spot for everybody. You heard him? Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? Hey, it's a spot for everybody. A spot for everybody. Here. Got enough place here for you. You can go any damn way, bro. Shit tragic now. For real. Big mistakes. Sail that life up the river. Ain't gonna be nothing tender. For real, man. Make better decisions out here. Be better people. Do something awesome with your life. Go to school. Travel. Exotic food. Go buy a house. Buy a boat. Buy a car. Shit. Get a license. Go do something with your life besides fucking up. Please, man. Please.
kids our age.
Oh, so you can handle this news.
You guys are handling it pretty well.
Yeah.
Strangely, Hunter continues offering interesting details without being prompted.
Hold up. I need to go ahead and even look. Me in 1 second, y'all. All right, we are back in action. All right, let's get started, man. Let's go ahead and continue the video. Let's get it.
Insisting that the teen brothers are far more mature than most kids their age. And when he brings up Levi's injuries, Levi becomes visibly uncomfortable, giving his brother a long, chilling stare. By the end of the interview, the twins no longer seem like ordinary kids to the detectives. Their fascination with true crime, gory shows like Dexter, Foggy Memory, and, of course, the hard-to-explain cat scratches on Levi all point towards something deeply unsettling. With DNA collected, investigators return to the station to brief the sergeant on everything they've uncovered. Now all they can do is wait for the DNA results from Daryl, the Cart twins, and several neighbors and family friends to come back the following day. Still believing a deranged killer may be at work, investigators know that until he or they are caught, no one in this quiet village is truly safe.
Bro, you gotta watch out for these motherfuckers now, bro, because you
The
already
next
know that
day,
they
the DNA results finally come in, and
Yeah, you already know that they didn't incarcerate them immediately. They had to get their DNA and stuff like that, ask them questions and then let them go back home. Especially with them thinking that all this situation is just totally, surreal for them. Shit, they could have went and did something else. They could have went and murdered somebody else. You feel what I'm saying? So you really need to work fast on this case, man, with these kids. They really and truly do, bro. For real.
Investigators are stunned. Both of Rebecca's sons are a match, but that doesn't necessarily mean they were both at the scene. According to the forensic analyst, the lab cannot tell Levi's DNA apart from Hunter's because identical twins share the same STR markers. Needless to say, investigators are now facing an extraordinarily rare problem. But even with these findings, detectives struggle to process the fact that the suspects are only 13 years old. Not only would they have to be deeply disturbed, but they would also need the physical strength to carry out a crime this violent.
And I understand that they got close, similar markers and stuff like that, but they're not that close. They don't look like exactly the same kid. So they still should have markers that should signify individuality from one to the other. I'm just saying. You feel me? Because they don't really look like twins to me. They look like two different people, even though they might be, conjoined twins or, whatever the case may be, however twins get, made. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's see how they work this situation out. I'm really interested. I'm really invested now because especially with them being twins and stuff like that, it could be, type of disturbance that would go on with trying to adjudicate the situation. Let's go. See what's going on.
Then again, their age could also work in the investigators' favor. Teenagers are more likely to slip up, confess to friends or family, or leave evidence of their actions somewhere online. The problem is, detectives have enough probable cause for a search warrant, but not enough to formally detain Rebecca or either brother, something they absolutely cannot let the family realize. Nevertheless, they return to the family home, hoping they can persuade Rebecca to bring her sons to the station, allowing investigators to begin searching the house the moment they leave. But the situation is incredibly delicate. One wrong move could spook the family and shut down the entire investigation.
Hello, back.
Hi, we're back. Yeah.
You left your keys in the door.
We just walked in.
Yeah, because it really feels like the behaviors that the mom is displaying, especially with her coming straight to the door whenever they know that the police is coming to the door, that behavior says that you know more than you say that you know. It's just straight up because you know that the police are going to come in. They're going to want to see things. They're going to want to see people's demeanor, people's behaviors, people's attitudes. What are they doing at this period in time? We want to watch and see the case develop as it develops. You feel me? When it comes to these individuals that are doing these freaking straight tragic things, you feel what I'm saying? So they want to see. So they're like putting pressure on them 110%. They're like irritating exes, man. They put pressure on you. When they feel like they got you, when they feel like they got your nuts in a vice, boy, they coming to get you. They gonna be there every day. They gonna be putting pressure on you. They gonna try to get into your house, see what these folks doing, see if they not gone, make sure that they are at where they're supposed to be, especially if they're young kids and especially if they're supposed to be convicted for murder. So they try to see how she's like, see that behavior? See, I just walked outside. You know something. So she need to be going to jail just like they need to be going to jail too.
Do you need to come in? What's going on?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, we need to come in. You already know what's up. You know what's up, girl? You know what it is. Do you need to come in? Yes, we need to come in, ma'am. Can you please hook this up? Can we go ahead and get this over with, please, man?
We have a couple things to talk about. Hi, guys.
You just sat down to eat.
Yeah.
Feeling's crazy.
Do you just need me or?
Yeah, it was
So,
Are all three of you here?
are all three of you here? Yeah.
You I need to be nervous?
You might need to be nervous, ma'am. You might need to be nervous. Ain't nobody that ain't did shit talking about, do I need to be nervous? Ain't nobody going to jail. Ain't nobody worried about going to jail if they ain't did shit. Not even people that go to jail when they ain't did shit. They figure that, eventually, oh man, this shit sort itself out. And sometimes it don't. Sometimes people sitting in jail for things that they didn't do. I get that. You feel me? Happens all the time. Happens more than you guys think. You feel me? But you are saying right now that or you know that your kids know more than what they say they know, right? Right? Stay with me now. Stay with me. You got them fooled, which is cool, but I feel like the behaviors that have been displayed during this whole situation has been straight guilty vibes. All of them. All of them. Every last one of them been giving me guilty vibes. Even them all. I'm sorry. Now, the brother kind of strange, a little bit. He a little weird. But I don't even think the brother got something to do with it. But it would make sense if he did have something to do with it because of whatever financial, upgrade he get from her death. Probably like her beneficiary or something like that. You feel what I'm saying? You never know. We finna figure this out, man. Let's dig deeper. Let's dig deeper, baby. Let's get it.
Sam, relax. You're okay.
You're good. Yeah. You want to take a seat
Yeah.
somewhere?
It's okay. All right, I'll put a little last beer.
Yeah, come on in. Just relax.
Yeah. You guys are good. Do you guys want to sit down here? Get more comfortable?
Sure.
Did you get keys too?
Yes,
Yep.
we literally just walked in the door.
We need to talk to essentially each of you. And we're wondering if we
Preparing your kids for peer pressure or peer pressure like situations is a very important key of parenting. All right. Being able to tell your kids, hey, there's going to be certain situations that you're going to get yourself into that I cannot be there for you to help you out and give you the right decision to make. I can't be there. I can't do it for you. I cannot. We cannot do that for you. But what we can do is provide you with the necessary information to influence you to make the right decision. That's what we can give you. You feel what I'm saying? So if you're preparing your kids for how this life turns and moves and goes diagonal and all that good jazz, then I applaud you guys. You guys are the MVPs of parenting. You guys are the VIP top-notch CTG picking D5 jets out there to the keys type shit. Feel me? Take D5 jets out there to the keys. That's what them parents deserve. The parents out there doing the dang on thing, they deserve fucking G5 jets out there to the keys, all right? But if you're putting your kids in these situations to whereas they're exposed to the internet and the internet is not what you remember it to be, and it wasn't really positive when we was growing up. It had a little negative aesthetics to it. Like creepos talking to little kids and all that shit. Chat rooms and shit like that. Feel me? Right? So when you put your device in a kid's hand, make sure that you monitor what they're learning, what they're absorbing. And I promise you, you will not be sorry. And it don't take much. You don't got to be all so intrusive and be all up in their face and asking them all kinds of questions and shit like that. You don't got to do all that shit. Come on, man. Come on, bro. You still want to be cool. You still want to be cool in their eyes, right? Right? Do it right. Be their friend. Be they confidant. If you want to be somebody they feel like they can come and talk to you about certain situations they couldn't talk to anybody else about type situation. You feel me? Be the confidant. Sometimes it's very hard to be a kid's confidant because sometimes it's like some stuff that you be like, that's your problem? That's your problem? We want to be like that, but you got to realize that they growing up to the point where we at. You feel me? Because they problems used to be our problems too as well, right? So realize the situation, read the room. Let's continue, man. Continue on.
can go down to the police department. Just we have a better area to talk.
Okay.
So if you guys want, let's put some shoes and socks on, maybe a coat, and then we'll head that way.
Clearly, detectives didn't
It's that
arrive with
time.
a strong plan and are instead relying heavily on improvisation. Somehow, though, despite not having their answers fully prepared, they appear to be succeeding in getting the family to the station voluntarily. But that can only work for so long before someone catches on.
Here's the
I just made this
breakup.
claymation
They're
video
breaking them up,
using
y'all.
AI, and I didn't.
Here is the breakup.
I started with a messy idea, a clay girl.
Now the breakup is where a lot of the emotion, a lot of the issues with their story, a lot of holes in their story and stuff like that. That's when that shit gonna show up in the breakup. When they break them up, put them all in different integration rooms and everything, and everybody is here dishing out their own stories and stuff like that. This is when we finna run into some inconsistencies, baby. This is what is going to happen right now. We going straight to the station, baby. Magic school bus. Let's go. Going to the station, baby. Going to the station. Let's get it.
Do we need to be getting lawyers or something? I'm feeling.
We going to the station.
You're welcome to call an attorney.
Oh.
And see, another thing is too, if a person that's innocent, if they innocent and they feel like the police putting pressure on them too much, they gonna get a lawyer. So then whenever they fuck up and arrest them, they can sue their ass and get money for them. That's what they worry about. That's what the about innocent person worry about. Shit, how can you see it? Go ahead. Hey, put him on me. Put him on me. Put him on me. Go ahead. Put him on me. So then as soon as they find out that I ain't had nothing to do with it, I'm coming back for the dollars, baby. I'm gonna be on the beach. Gonna be out there in Miami and shit like that. Goddamn freak nigga boy. I'm gonna get me a fucking piece of ass. Go ahead. Hurry up and do it. Hurry up and do it now. So summertime pop up, I'll be out there falling. That's what an innocent person says, right? That's what they say. A guilty person like, I don't want to stay away from me. Stay away. I don't want to do that. I don't want to deal with this. Oh man, especially if somebody that died right down the street. You know what I mean? Right down the street from your house and stuff like that. You're gonna be like, you might not know that person, but yet you're still gonna be like, I'm gonna make sure I do whatever I can to help them out if they over here trying to pressure us, bro. Y'all need to be out there helping finding the person, the guy that did it. So you go ahead, take it. Take my blood. Do whatever you want. God damn it. You feel me? So, but they knew they had the right guys. I'm pretty sure there was other people on the same block that had kids. I'm pretty sure. Probably same age and everything. You feel me? But they came for them because at the very beginning, they already sensed it. Because I'm pretty sure somebody was looking out the window and everything. Because they was looking over there when they first popped up. When they first popped up the very first time, they was looking out the window and shit like that. They seen him. I know they seen him because the way that they were pointing towards this house before anything even fucking happened. You feel me? They seen that shit. Let's go. Let's continue.
We would like.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't have to do anything. It's
Right. Feel uncomfortable. I'm not.
We get there, we can explain kind of what's going on, give you some more info, and you can always,
Okay. What do you
have us explain some more.
before we head out there?
Do you mind if we do that outside?
Sure. Do you guys want to wait a second? Is that what you mean?
All three of you outside, if possible.
We need to go over some things in the neighborhood with you, ma'am. We could go back to there so we don't have to sit in the rain.
Yeah.
We got some pictures I want to show you, and I'll show you and your sons, and there's a bunch of stuff we want to talk to you about. So, you guys good?
It's getting down and dirty.
Just wanted to.
We don't know what this about.
Things up.
Get down.
So.
And then trying to look innocent and shit. Why you got two cups? He's like guilty as fuck.
Hey, John, then you'll ride with you.
Bro, you got two cups. Why do you have two cups, G? Is that your mama's cup?
Or, just got to make sure there's nothing on you. It's going to stick me, poke me, cut me. Yep. Actually, if you want to step over there to him right there. All right, you can just have a seat right there for me.
I don't understand why this man had two goddamn cups. He's trying to be normal. That's see that right there? See that right there? That behavior that is not normal. It's weird. It's strange. It means that you have bad poor decision making. You have two cups. Why do you have two cups? Who's the third person? Bro had a cup too. So who was the third person? Your mom? I doubt it. I think this bro had a little brain glitch. He had a little glitch. And it shows. It shows in their behavior. Those inconsistencies, man. Those small inconsistencies that show these people that they have who they're looking for. They got him. Done. We just need to go ahead and get the rest of the information out of these boys, and it's it. It's over. It's a wrap. Done. Job is done, bro. For real.
You probably won't put them, so. But there's nothing that we can't talk about.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on. Neither do I. Well, very, very unaffected.
My anxiety levels are through the roof.
Oh, I don't know why there's so many, police vehicles here.
Yeah, that's definitely what scared me. Seeing all the cops immediately pull up. One person was there, didn't see that.
And see, even them being in the police car, they know that they're being recorded. See, they have too much information and too much knowledge of the circumstance. They know that they're being recorded. So they are trying their best, even indirectly trying to convince the police that they are innocent. They're trying their best, but they're doing a terrible job at it because that little splash of guilt is still on them. We can see it. You don't have to say anything in particular, but the behaviors will always tell the story, man. The behaviors will always tell the story, man. Let's continue, y'all.
I'll pull up and then
I'm just like, why are they? What's the reason?
I'm sure
for that?
I don't know, maybe it's an intimidation tactic.
I guess, but what?
I don't know why
are they trying to intimidate us? Right.
Miraculously, despite the detective's sloppy handling,
And see, with them sitting at home and cutting clips up for Dexter and all of that good jazz, they are learning unuseful tactics that they feel like they can bring out into the real world that won't do anything but dig them a deeper fucking grave. That's all it's doing. That's all it did. They got themselves into a situation to whereas they thought that they were confident enough to make a decision like unaliving somebody and try to get away with it. Like, bro, I would feel more, it would be more honorable if they robbed a bank. I'm not gonna lie to you. It would have been more honorable if they did that. You feel me? At least that they, we would think and try to tie them being determined and trying to rob this bank into trying to help their mom, be, in a better financial position type situation. Because they are young, you feel me? They're tired of being broke. Who doesn't like to be broke? Who likes to be broke? Nobody likes to be broke. Being broke is not fucking fun. So, but it would be more honorable if they did something like that versus doing this. This right here is just straight terrible, bro. It's a straight tragedy. Like, there's no reason why you needed to do this. Nothing to gain from this. We lost a life, and now y'all about to lose y'all's.
of the situation and Rebecca's growing skepticism, they still managed to convince the family to come to the station. For now, they've purposely kept the twins together, hoping the cameras might catch something incriminating. But the brothers have seen this tactic before and say nothing, foolishly convinced they're outsmarting the...
I told you, see, what I tell y'all. They sat in those rooms, learning all this Dexter antics and techniques and all of this bullshit. And, that's probably just one of the main shows that they watch. They probably watch all types of detective shows and serial killer documentaries and all of this shit, to whereas they're trying to correct all of the errors that all of the other situations that people got themselves into to get them adjudicated. They're trying to correct those to make sure that those are not factors. Those are non-factors. You feel me? But it's not going to work that way, bro. It's not going to work. It's going to jail. I'm fucking jail. You're going to jail. And you deserve to go to jail because you need to listen to your parents. And your parents have set a very, very good foundation for y'all. Look, y'all got couches, y'all got TV, y'all got warm beds, y'all got pajamas, y'all got clothes on y'all backs, y'all got food in y'all bellies. Y'all got a mom right here that's willing to go out and work hard for you. Why would y'all fuck that up? Why would you fuck it up? For what? To be dumb? To make some terrible decisions? Jack your meat. Go meet a girl down the street. Do something like that. Stop making these permanent ass, dumb ass decisions that you cannot change, man. This is crazy, bro. Let's continue. Let's keep it moving.
Police. Investigators have also just confiscated their phones and obtained house keys from Rebecca, allowing them to begin searching the home for any evidence tying the boys to the crime. But despite these small victories, this is where detectives would face a major reality check about their strategy. Upon arriving at the station, the twins are quietly escorted through a separate entrance and separated from their mother. The twins don't seem particularly worried, calmly following detectives into the interrogation rooms. But for Rebecca, the situation is very different. Because the moment she's finally informed that her sons are about to be questioned without her present, all hell breaks loose.
And see, that's what I'm saying, man. She might have something to do with it. She might have had a little run-in with old girl, maybe like she parked right next to the mailbox, her mailbox or her trash can or something like that. They got into a little confrontation. And then mama go back in the house and say some shit like, I'm sick of her ass. I can't stand it. And the kid's like, I'm sick of her ass. I'm just sick. And they go derive a plan and shit like that and actually fucking do it and then go back and tell her. That is what this behavior resembles. We out now. That's what it does. She's like, come on, bro. My kids ain't did shit. They not going to adjudicate themselves. Go ahead and interview them. Go ahead. I know they ain't going to say no crazy shit because they ain't been doing shit. They been in the house. Go ahead.
I want to answer on a lawyer and have my children stop being questioned without a lawyer present immediately. So let's make that happen.
I don't know who's doing what where.
Nope, but I can go get that figured out for you. So we need to happen right now. Okay, yeah, I'll go today.
I got it.
Then my slippers. We just got home from the doctor's office.
Those pants so comfy.
They are comfy.
Amazon,
Not yeah.
oh my goodness. Some people are so against it.
Really, I know you're being friendly. I need to know my children are not being questioned. No, they have a lawyer. You didn't let us know that we're being detained.
You're not being detained. You're free to go.
No, you didn't let us know that you were detaining my children.
They're free to leave.
You did not. Right now, they're allowed to leave right now. Let's go. Right now. Right now. You said they're allowed to leave. Yes or no?
You cannot take them.
Clearly, this is not how detectives hoped things would go. Rebecca is furious. And not without reason. The detective just admitted that the boys are free to leave, yet does nothing when Rebecca demands exactly that.
Right.
On top of that, her phone has been confiscated, making it impossible for her to even call the lawyer. It's here that the risk behind the detective's strategy, or lack thereof, becomes impossible to ignore. The advantage of this approach is that by withholding the real reason the boys are there, detectives limit the information the suspects can tailor their stories to, making contradictions and inconsistencies much easier to catch later. That said, when those suspects are minors and detectives need their mother's cooperation, this strategy can quickly backfire, undermining trust and damaging the legitimacy of the entire process. And unsurprisingly, Rebecca's outrage is only beginning as she storms out of the interrogation room in search of anyone willing to tell her what's really going on.
Are you accusing them of murder?
I am not.
Is that why they're being detained? Because they're under suspicion for murder?
Then you need to tell them right now. If you feel like your kids right now are not going to be adjudicated later on for murder, man, you need to go ahead and get your kids right now out of this situation right now. You don't even need to be talking to them. Hey, bro, I need to get my kids up out of there right now, ASAP, right now, at this freaking moment. I need to get my kids out of there. They don't deserve to be there. They don't deserve to be treated like this. I need to get them up out of there. If you know for certain that your kids ain't did shit, get them up out of there. I'm not finna ask no fucking questions. My kids need to come up out of there, bro, for real. Then I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. I need my kids out of there. Use my French. But that's what we own at this period in time. If you feel honestly that your kids ain't had nothing to do with it, hey, we need to turn up. Turn up. For real. They need to come up out of there.
How would they know anything unless you were accusing them of murder and you think that they murdered someone?
So that
the way we've gone about this and approached it and slowly showed things to me because I've asked questions and not because you were transparent is not okay. It literally just says we have the ability to search all of your belongings. It doesn't say
For what reason would they want to search the belongings?
it says for murder.
Because we're investigating the murder of the neighbor.
Yeah, and my 13-year-olds have not murdered any.
Okay, well, we're trying to find further information that was divulged yesterday.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, but her behavior is looking very guilty. It's looking very, very suspicious, y'all. I apologize, but it's something about like the boys are actually doing very well in the interrogation. They're smooth sailing. They are answering their questions the best of their abilities. They're getting through it. Like freaking white on rice, man. They getting through that dang on thing, man. They sticking together. But she falling apart at the seams, bro. Let's see how this pans out.
Why am I not being questioned?
We would love to talk to you if you would be willing to talk.
I'm literally standing here waiting.
Well, we were trying to talk to you, but you want to make phone calls and do all those things. If you'd like to talk, we can talk.
You're well aware. Hey, I'm lost. And it's nothing because I'm not telling you. I asked for a lawyer for the boys. He's saying,
Bro, this build is freaking wild, bro. Oh my Lord, guys, God.
because we talked yesterday.
I'm asking him. Calm down.
Sorry, I'm really working.
I know. I understand. You have every right to be worked up. I'm just trying to sort it out. So under what grounds are they being questioned? What prompted them? There was a wrong done after the process. I understand that, but what specifically about our boys is causing you guys to bring them to the station for questioning?
with those details, I don't know because those investigations are more about it.
Are there other?
Well, bring them out. out, break them out. We need to have this conversation. Go ahead and work your magic. Pop, work your magic. Pop come in there running thing. He come in there regulating with that bad body. Let's go.
Are you guys bringing in every neighbor to what is it?
45 yesterday. I know myself and another agent.
To the station?
Well, I don't know how many people got brought here. We're also doing a search warrant too. So a judge has granted us
search warrant. They come into the house. They come into the crib. They come into the crib.
Okay. Were there other search warrants for
nothing I'm aware.
members? You guys are questioning two 13-year-old boys.
So we're not. Someone is. You're absolutely correct. But I don't.
You know what I'm saying?
I do.
This is why we need our lawyer down right now. We need to make this happen. I don't have a phone, so this needs to happen on your end immediately, whoever we call.
After getting little to no answers from the detectives, the twins' father calls a lawyer, hoping he can intervene. But even with legal counsel now on the way, detectives press forward with the interviews, fully aware of the risk they're taking. At the same time, ever since the boys left with the police, a search of their home has been underway, and very soon it will begin yielding crucial evidence for the interrogation.
They want them. They want them bad, boy. Can I please get up out of this damn video? All right.
As both brothers wait for their interrogations to begin, it
boys
quickly becomes clear that one of them is about to be treated very differently. Because Hunter had been significantly more talkative the day before, detectives opt for a more casual, friendly approach. And even his interrogation room reflects that. Levi, on the other hand, is placed in a cold, cramped room, subjected to the kind of interrogation tactics typically reserved for an adult suspect. Based on
might be
scratch
slightly
marks alone,
older
is the killer, but there is still nothing ability that Hunter may have helped
They
him.
might be the same.
Only
Right?
after
They might
learning
be the
that
same
Levi
age.
has significant mobility issues.
Well, I'm feeling that they put him in a cramped room because they feel like he might potentially crack because he might be the bigger influence than the other one. All right? That's what I think that's it going on right.
Now, with a lawyer on the way to the station and two furious parents pacing outside, the clock is ticking. So detectives split into two groups to question the boys simultaneously. And as the questioning begins, Hunter's interview escalates far quicker than expected, because there's something he needs to get off his chest.
So, I don't feel pressure, but I need to say.
What you need to talk about, man? What you need?
Little pressure.
Talk to the mic. Talk to the mic, LeBron. Talk to the mic.
Like, I have.
I hear.
Okay.
Talk to
I
the
don't
mic,
know.
LeBron.
It's more suspicious put on me if I don't answer any questions. So,
Yeah, we're here to talk, ask questions, get your story.
He ain't answer no question, y'all. Cut it. Cut it.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, I don't think my brother would be able to do anything. But because that day he got scratches on his face, because of that day, it all seemed like a very wide coincidence. Of course, his cat was his face was scratched by a cat. We talked about it, and it certainly looks like Lewis has some, the coincidences are there.
At this early stage of the interview, Hunter, completely unprompted, begins talking.
I told you, bro, they cannot keep this information in, boy. They be wanting to tell so freaking bad, bro. It's like a bubble that is just waiting to pop whenever it comes to these boys doing these situations and keeping it to themselves, bro. I'm telling you, bro, it's like a damn bubble.
About the scratch wounds, which he believes are the most concrete evidence against his brother. But while he frames it as a coincidence, back at the house, police executing the search warrant notice something that immediately casts doubt on the story. On Rebecca's bed, they find the family cat, Marshmallow.
We gonna check the cat nails. That's what we gonna do. We gonna check the cat nails to see if the cat actually scratched the boy, because if the cat did it, then the cat will have the boy DNA under the nails. That's what we gonna fucking do. Y'all didn't expect that shit. Here we look.
Sitting completely calm. But more importantly, the cat's claws seem far too small to match the injuries on Levi. This information is relayed back to detectives at the station, where Hunter and Levi are being interviewed.
They ain't expect that shit. They ain't expect that at all, bro. They know where the blood come from, bro. It's just a matter of time. Whenever they go and collect the DNA and match it with yours, it's just a matter of time. Just a matter of time before your ass go to jail.
And while Hunter appears eager to talk, Levi's interview is moving far more slowly, as detectives focus on building rapport and choosing their words extremely carefully. So seeing just how much more talkative Hunter is, investigators keep their focus on him for now, hoping he can offer further insight into his brother. Or perhaps even turn on him.
Here we go, boy. They putting the techniques and all the magic sauce all on this situation, bro.
To do something like that. I'm gonna keep saying this, but this makes me feel really upset because a lot of evidence is piled up against him. But I mean, I don't know if you guys suspect him of anything, but
And see, another thing is too, that these guys did not take in consideration. They did not take into consideration, though. When it comes to you struggling to trying to get some information out, when it comes to a lie, every lie seemed like a good lie, especially when you playing it under stress. When you shooting those lies out and shit like that, bro, every lie feel like it's a good lie, dog. You feel like you completed the lie, so this lie is gonna keep me out of jail. I'm good. They don't know anything, but understand that understanding consequences and recognizing warning signs, you feel me? When that's your job, acknowledging warning signs and constantly seeing them same warning signs consistently, these people know your ass like the back of a goddamn 25-cent coin. They know you. They know how you gonna behave. They know how you gonna move. They know how you gonna react. They know what you gonna say. It's all gonna be similar. It might not necessarily be the same thing, but it's all gonna be similar. It's going to jail. I'm going to jail today.
I
ain't lying.
truly don't believe he
He's telling on himself. There's too much pressure.
could do anything like that.
Way too much pressure on him.
Even though he has all these things.
He's never thought about anything like that, see? Because we agree.
Anything like what?
And see, he don't understand that you ain't nobody, you have acknowledged the situation unprovoked. Nobody has said anything about this circumstance, about the coincidences, him being scratched from the lady or the lady getting scratched or her having DNA under her nails. Ain't nobody said anything about it. Nobody said anything about it. So you're immediately sprinkling your brother into this situation by saying stuff like that. He don't know. He been too busy watching goddamn Dexter being trapped in that goddamn room, man. Let's continue, man. Boy going to jail, man. Y'all going to jail. You're going to goddamn jail. Go to jail. Get your bed ready. Get your rolling fold ready. Get your commissary sheet ready. Yeah, it's going to jail. You're going to be there for a while.
No, like I said, no,
Hey,
he
come
doesn't
on.
behave weirdly when triggered. He's just quiet. It's upsetting for him. Like he started crying when he got back to this house because he said he never gave us an explanation as to why he's triggered. But
See, the other brother, like I said, the other brother, he the influence.
Interestingly,
He just a younger brother.
although Hunter describes the
Explain,
effort, they
get
turn
your
to a
ass
key piece of
arrested too.
evidence Hunter can't deny, something they had kept hidden from the twins. A watch recovered from beneath Sheila's body. One investigators initially dismissed, but now strongly suspect belongs to one of the two boys. And whether he realizes it or not, what he says next would seal their fate.
Go ahead with it.
You recognize that?
that's Lewis's fault. That's Lewis's fault.
It's done. Spit on it. You're done, son. You're done. It's over with. It's over with. It's over with. Why is his watch there? Why is his watch there? Would you really like to put that circumstance against a jury? A jury gonna be like, oh, them niggas guilty. They gonna guilty. They going to jail. Going to fucking jail. They're done. They did it.
Saying that he lost his watch.
Didn't he say he lost his watch?
After
Was it potentially because he ran somebody's house? Is that potentially how he lost his watch? Okay. Well, yeah, that's what it's looking like right now.
Also, he sounded the way he said, I don't know where I watched this. I don't feel a person would say that. A person would say it that way, knowing that, they were their watchmen if they did that.
Boy, y'all ass
They
is
see
going to fucking
purposefully-
jail, boy. You're trying to be convincing, but it's really not working for y'all, bro. Y'all are talking to adults, bro. Y'all are talking to adults. Y'all not talking to children.
He's disabled. How would he sneak out of the house, get into the house, stab somebody? Is it true that he stabbed them? Is that true? Did you find DNA evidence?
We're not gonna. Yes. No.
There's no way he would do that.
There's some stuff that happened that we can't details.
Boy, see, he done did it again. It's so he weird. He weird. Get him up out of here, bro. You get him up out of here. He cracking. He cracking. You can say that all you want to, but it don't make no sense, little bro. It don't make no sense, dog. You know that your brother done went out there. He done went out there to that neighbor's house. He done killed that lady. And that lady dead now. So y'all can sit here and play this little puss-ass game all y'all want to. But at the end of the day, somebody has lost their life and somebody else about to lose theirs. It's just how it's gonna go. That would be me as an interviewer. That's how it's gonna go. So if you want to sit here and you want to play this game, you want to lie, you can lose your life too, and you can go down with him. Might potentially later on down the line you might get out because you probably ain't had nothing to do with it, but you want to lie. Don't lie to the police. Let's get right. Your brother did something. You know that he went out there. You know what he did. He told you. That's how you know all this information. We didn't ask you all of this, right? We didn't ask you none of this. But that guilt, boy, that guilt's on you. And you know it's true. It probably didn't seem like it was true when he told you, but you know it's true because we sitting in front of you. Get it together, son. Get it together.
There has to be some misunderstanding.
No.
At the thought of his own brother being responsible for the murder, Hunter appears to completely break down. Detectives realize he's now too emotional and overwhelmed to provide any more reliable information, so they decide to end the interview. Despite failing to secure a confession and not fully ruling him out as a suspect, still, they've learned something important. More insight into Levi and confirmation that his watch was indeed at the scene. But just outside the interrogation room, the boy's parents continue arguing with deputies. And with a lawyer coming to intervene, investigators are running out of time. If they want to secure an admission before the interview is shut down, they know they need to raise the stakes with Levi. So the detectives interviewing him finally move on from building rapport and shift the conversation to the scratches, testing whether his explanation matches the one he gave the day before.
I mean, I know something happened down the street, across the street, right in front of me.
Right. A woman was murdered, right? So
I mean, I've already talked to FBI investigators. My cat had randomly woke me up with all the lights off, like sitting on my neck. So it like scratched my face. I felt very bloody, obviously. There was a lot of scratches on me. Usually, because of my disability as well, I use like a shower chair.
Yeah.
Because they can't really stand.
And see, they see what they like to do is they like to go to topics to whereas they are most confident, and they let them ramble and let them talk and all of that good jazz. But that basically tells them, especially when they're sitting there and just expressing things and stuff like that. That tells them how you behave when you're telling the truth. They take that behavior right there and then they match it to whenever they start shooting them big questions at your ass. You feel what I'm saying? And if they don't match up, or you saying too much, and some of these questions for an innocent person, these questions will really be super easy to answer. You feel me? But when you go to stuttering, you ain't really got no real strong good answers to their questions that they asking you and these simple answers that they asking for, they start get ugly real quick, man. Real quick.
For like walking around for too long. I didn't use the shower chair because I didn't want to make a bunch of noise and make anybody up.
Right.
So I ended up literally falling, and I fell and like hit my head on the shower hose.
Where'd you hit it at?
I think like around here, like right here.
Jeez.
I don't know.
Did that cause you to bleed more?
Yes. Yeah.
As Levi once again over-explains the incident,
Steady
detectives notice he
over-explaining.
makes a point of emphasizing that the injuries became worse after he slipped in the shower. But something else in Levi's account immediately stands out. After mentioning his medical condition, detectives recall reviewing his records and discovering that Levi has cerebral palsy. This brings the detectives back to an earlier question. Not only is Levi just 13 years old, but his disability raises serious doubts about whether he was even physically capable of carrying out such a violent attack on his own, especially considering Sheila fought back. Investigators know Hunter is physically stronger, has no disability, and shares many of the same interests in true crime as his brother Levi. At this point, detectives are realizing they may have prematurely cleared Hunter, treating him more like a witness than a suspect, and in doing so, may have lost their chance to implicate him. But with the pressure mounting on Levi, this may be the perfect opportunity for him to turn on his brother. And for the first time during his interview, the bond between the twins is about to be truly tested.
This is the fake ad you see everywhere, right? But this is Ebony, a real game. Now, I know what you're thinking. Aren't they exactly the same? No. Because Ebony is the real number gate runner game. Gotta try it, huh? Nobody ever believes me, but this really...
We get in.
I ain't gonna believe you.
Mom, stop it. I was playing. And she opens the window and she's like, oh my God, something happened to the niece. And me already in a panicked, weird state, I kind of started feeling emotionally triggered. And when she said there was a bunch of animals outside, I started to freak out even more. I just felt even worse because Mom had said that something had happened to Denise, our neighbor, right in front of us. And I started feeling even worse just to the fact that the same night that something happened, or something like that had happened, that I had an injury of my own.
Although Levi never directly blames his twin brother for the murder, he seems more focused on how bad the situation already looks for him. And as the interview continues, it would only get worse, because detectives begin receiving critical updates from the house search that is still ongoing, and officers have started uncovering disturbing items. Inside Levi's bedroom, officers recover a journal containing violent writing and repeated references of wanting to kill someone. They also uncover a growing obsession with serial killers, books, online content, and material saved focused on infamous murderers, and in particular, Ted Bundy. Detectives begin to realize this was far more than just a morbid curiosity. Over time, what began as an interest in true crime had evolved into something far darker for Levi. And now detectives are left trying to determine whether this interest in violence had consumed them both. Because Levi and Hunter are twins, the blood DNA recovered at the scene is consistent with both of them. Something detectives choose to intentionally keep from Levi. Instead, they plan to tell him that the DNA points specifically to him, hoping this pressure will make him crack. But if Levi is the criminal genius he thinks he is, he will easily be able to see through the detective's bluff.
So you said you've never been in Denise's house, never been. Okay. Do you know what DNA is? You ever heard of it?
I've heard of it.
Okay. So we're trying to figure out, and I want you to help me explain this, okay, why your blood would be in Denise's house. That's what we're trying to figure out.
Well, I'm not sure. Because, I don't know, like, how is it my blood? Like,
that's what we're trying to find out.
Because I don't know why it would be in my house.
It's
I
not
mean,
in
her house.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to figure out. That's why we're even here right now. Remember, we got those swabs from you? Well, we compared that to the blood in the house, and it's...
That behavior, bro, that behavior just says guilty all over it, bro. I know what he's trying to do is, it's a ploy. Like, he's trying to pull the wool over the eyes, but he's not this. The behaviors that he are displaying are the behaviors that mob bosses give police officers whenever they get interrogated. They know that they've been doing shit, but they really can't ever get the evidence or, find the necessary information and put it into play to where they can get him arrested. You feel me? So that's how they acting right now. That's how they act. And they don't understand. They don't get it. They haven't put the pieces together yet. And by then it's going to be too damn late.
Not only her blood, it's your blood mixed in with it after DNA tested.
I don't know what explanation I could give you or even come up with that would be equivalent to how that would happen.
There's only one person here that goes in June.
How do you know that?
Because there's no other way.
I said only one person knows is you, bro. It's all you, G. It's all you. It's all in your court, G.
Right. So that's why I just need an explanation as to how. I'm just trying to wrap my brain around,
Well, I have to wrap my brain around it first.
Yeah, so that's we need to wrap it around together.
Wrapping the brain.
See me out.
All right, I got it.
I
Get it, got it good. I don't want to wrap my brain around anything.
If you help me.
That's good.
By telling me the truth.
I told you the truth, though.
I don't think you're telling me all the truth.
But I'm not lying.
Well, I think you're about how you get hurt. We have your blood in her house, and we're trying to figure out how it got there. That's the bottom line.
Well,
that's the bottom line.
Did you get my blood from somewhere?
We don't need your blood. We got swabs.
I just mean, like, did somebody put my blood in that house for a reason?
I don't know. Would you tell me? Would they? I didn't put your blood
I don't have any enemies.
I didn't put your blood there.
I mean, I'm only 13. I don't know why anybody would put my blood in a house, but is there any more questions you have for me, or like what?
Well, I want to get past this, and we're not getting past it. You don't know. I don't know. So we're not resolving anything.
Well, I'm not sure if we can resolve it if I don't know and you don't know. I mean, listen, I wholeheartedly believe that there's...
Hey, go playing. Call us, boy. Bro was playing poker, bro.
Help us explain.
What do you disagree with about that, Stig?
I just think that, there's a lot of different types of people in the world. There's not monsters and people who commit mistakes. Well, I'm simplifying things in terms of, a crime, a murder, right? There's two types of people who would commit a murder. There's a monster, and there's people who make mistakes. Like his example of the if it's a murder, then it would be a monster, right?
Not necessarily.
You don't think?
Abraham Lincoln united a nation that was deeply divided.
He want to be a monster. He wants people to tell him
Yet
that
they'll
he's
achieve
a monster.
Still believing he's in control of the situation,
He feels
Levi
like
never
he is
asks
in
for a
control.
lawyer or even his mother, and unsurprisingly, fails to catch the detective's bluff about his DNA. But while Levi remains convinced he's outsmarted the police, he has no idea that while the evidence uncovered in his room is already damning enough, what detectives are about to find on his phone will destroy any chance of walking free. Because before long, detectives would receive the final and most crucial breakthrough in the investigation. After searching the brothers' phones and social media activity, it begins to uncover a disturbing picture. Just one day after the murder, Levi writes, "This one was a fighter," and detectives realize this wasn't a spur-of-the-moment act. Levi had been planning a murder for months, with searches of how to choose the perfect victim, how to strangle someone, and how to defeat a police interrogation. And they would uncover even more evidence tying Levi directly to the scene. Not only was the watch confirmed to be Levi's, but inside his room, they discovered a shirt covered in Sheila's blood and gloves matching the ones from the crime scene.
Boy, you going
Now,
to fucking
even without a full confession, detectives know they have enough evidence to formally charge him. With this, both interrogations finally come to an end, and as a detective steps out to inform the parents that one of their young sons is an alleged killer, all they can do is stand in shock, silently waiting to hear their son's
And
fate.
they already knew. They knew. She knew. I'm telling you, she knew, man.
I'm Special Agent Ward with the Bureau of Criminal Investigation. You see two of my colleagues here, my other colleague. Yeah, the specific thing I'm going to tell you is you have our dad, okay? All right, that watch that we showed you was under her body.
Tell me.
I don't know what would happen.
I don't feel confident about this woman's behavior, dog. I don't feel confident. I don't
know what
I feel
happened.
cringe. Maybe it's just me.
Well, we have a lot of other evidence too. I'm just trying to figure out what the world happened.
Okay. Sorry. What else?
I'm not doing this to.
I don't think you are.
I'm just trying to do my job, and it's so on my phone.
What happens now?
I'm consulting it again. It's county prosecutor's office.
He's always hurt. My God. My God. Oh my God. I don't know.
Their behavior just is. I'm sorry, bro. I don't care, bro. But their behavior is just not convincing to me, though. It's not convincing. It's not convincing.
You're a mom.
There's no way you could have known.
After finally
Yes,
learning
it
what
will.
their
There's
son
plenty
had
of
done,
ways.
Levi's family are left to come to terms with a devastating reality. With the overwhelming evidence against him, on November 10th, 2025, Levi Cart ultimately pleads guilty to aggravated murder, aggravated burglary, and strangulation in the killing of Sheila Tenpenny. And because of his age, Levi receives the maximum sentence allowed under juvenile law. He will remain in a juvenile facility until he turns 21, meaning he is expected to be released in 2033. But for Sheila's family, the outcome still doesn't feel like justice. Under juvenile sentencing laws, Levi cannot legally remain incarcerated beyond that age. And at Levi's sentencing, the lead investigator warned the court, telling the judge he made a mistake. It was good luck for us that he did, but in the future, is he going to learn from those?
It's not necessary. A mistake is you make a mistake and run somebody over whenever you trying to learn how to damn drive. That's a damn mistake. That's this right here is not a mistake. The boy tried to lie about it. He tried to manipulate himself in the best way possible that he has learned from watching Dexter and shit like that, and tried to get away with murder. That's all this shit was. That's all it was. So I don't want to lock him up all the way until he's 1 billion years old, but he definitely needs some rehabilitation. You know, they need to put him in a facility. He needs to be monitored. He needs to be coached. He needs to be counseled in all aspects of his life. All right. So at the end of the day, at the end of the mother freaking day, okay? At the end of the day, it's not about judging anybody, okay? It's about learning from what we see. Okay? Understanding consequences and recognizing warning signs and making better decisions moving forward in real takeaway. It's the real takeaway. Real takeaway. Okay. So as you guys go through your lives, man, make decisions, man, make better decisions, dog. Make better decisions you can make. Fuck. Okay. Pay attention to what's going on around here. Be nice. Be fruitful. Love your partners. Love your friends. Love your family members. You feel what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody tuning in to J Moore Reacts, man. I give a shout out to Dr. Insanity for the content that he provided today, dog. And I appreciate you guys for watching my video, man. Until next time, man. Peace out and have a month.